turned off for any reason. Alright. Always gotta set my timer, cause
Of course, yeah, you gotta clap, all that. I know.
Cool. So we're here.
Yes,
No
sir.
Edit Podcast. This is actually the finale. So you are the finale episode. You're also the bonus episode. So
Bonus
they don't
episode,
know.
yes, sir.
They don't know that this one is coming out.
All right.
But introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is James Kim. I am co-owner of Psycho Marketplace and also Psycho Restaurant, a Syrian Korean establishment.
Yes, sir. And I picked this place because I came in to actually eat one day.
Yep.
And food, 10 out of 10.
Oh, thank you.
Service, 10 out of 10. I'm beyond, like, this is a great neighborhood. All this, 10 out of 10. What brought you here? What?
So I'm born and raised on the block.
Yeah.
My family's from Korea. Ran 2 grocery stores for 33 to 35 years on this block, 2 locations. And I'm very fortunate to open up 2 locations of my own on the same block. And one location being in the same spot my mom used to run it.
It's fine.
Yeah.
So, the name, can we get the story behind the name?
Psycho. So I married a Syrian girl. And Psycho, S-Y for Syrian, K-O for Korean. And I fell in love with the food, the culture, and everything. And the ball rolled from there. I mean, after my wife and I got married, had a kid and opened up the restaurant. Within 2 years, we opened up the marketplace because we're like, this neighborhood's missing something.
Yeah.
Another thing, you know, and we're tired of going to Bay Ridge or Atlantic Avenue to shop for her stuff and then Koreatown for my stuff. So we just opened up our own marketplace, all in one location.
Love it. And so now being the boss, is there any specific challenges that you might see when it comes to running something like this?
Yeah, I mean, I wish I was an employee again. But no, being a boss has its ups and downs. I mean, challenges. Learning the ropes. You know, step by step, day by day. I got crazy employees. I've had my ups and downs with them. Got some weird people work for me. And then, like, forget about the whole tax situation. Forget about that. I mean, everybody knows about that. But other than that, like, seeing customers come into my spot and boast about how good it is. You came back and you came to interview me, and it's a good feeling, man. It's a real humbling feeling.
Yeah. So, No Edit Podcast as a whole was just me interviewing different artists when it came to their craft. So let's bring it to the art side. Where do you see yourself as an artist within all of this, whether it be the food or how you set up the shop, anything like that?
So, like I said, my family ran 2 grocery stores for 35 years. I guess I got the eye for retail and customer service, of course. You got to be all smile at the register. But other than that, like the restaurant, I had a passion for food because I was a latchkey kid growing up. I don't know if you know that term, but since my family were immigrants, working 16-hour shifts a day, come home from school, lock the door, there's a latchkey, and I stay home. And I do my homework, video games, and I cook for myself. And whatever I think is edible there from the Korean side. So I got pretty decent at some recipes, and then my brother-in-law helped me commercialize everything. But that's my art, just trying to run a shop steadily from my parents, the way my parents did it, and then like running a restaurant just the same.
And would you consider your journey specifically hard or in any way troubling or anything like that?
Hard, no. I mean, everything in life is hard. It's just a challenge that you just have to get through.
Exactly.
You know, and like, I don't know, my wife's from a little village from Syria, so she always says like, you're a man, you know, XYZ. I'm like, yeah, you know, I got to be a man and go do my thing.
Yeah, love that.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you would do differently
No.
from start to finish?
No.
Well, not even to finish, but
All
to where
right,
you are right now?
So
Because you
where I
ain't
am right
done.
now, no, I'm not done yet. But I mean, I have had some hurdles to jump over. But
Yeah,
if I could change some things, yeah, but you can.
yeah,
So just take it as a lesson and keep rolling.
yeah. So one thing that I tried to keep throughout all of the interviews is, let's say there's somebody somewhere foreign, whether it be here, they be in some place out the way nobody really thinks about, that's trying to be what you are or do what you do. Is there any words that you would give to them? Any cheat codes,
Any
anything like
cheat
that?
codes? Just ambition. Like if you have that feeling inside you that like I love to cook or I love to XYZ, anything. You have a passion for something, you could run with it.
Sure.
And your job, whatever you want to call them, your profession in the future won't be as boring. And they always say do what you love, right? But you can never find that perfect job. But
Yeah.
if you have good ambition, if you open up your own place, that's it.
Yeah.
You know, that's your baby. You run it the way you want it to, and that's your bread and butter.
Exactly. Yeah. I like that. So now, you've also been talking about the oversaturation in different fields.
Yeah.
For two different artists, they did say that they did experience some type of oversaturation. How do you feel about that specifically?
I mean, to each their own, really.
Yeah.
Like when you're talking about oversaturation, it's a little general. I feel like what do you mean? What?
Like, for
reference?
instance, the first one was rapper Q Jamal. If you haven't seen it, go watch that. And you know, rapping music, everybody's trying to be a artist. Everybody's, and not even
I
real
see what
artists,
you mean.
but like, just do it.
Just do it. I mean, like, how many artists are there in this world that had a passion to do it and then flunked out? Same goes for each and every one of these businesses. You know, like it depends on the ambition. It depends how much work you put in, how much time you put in. I've seen businesses close down because the owner's not there half the time.
Yeah.
I've seen businesses close down because maybe it sucked, the food sucked, or whatever didn't work.
Yeah.
But then that comes down to the owner. Like that's their pride, their ambition. Like if you really trying to open a business, you got to start from scratch. Location, right?
Yeah.
Right. You're not gonna go to a spot that try to open up a, let's say, a Chinese restaurant across the street and open up another one right next door.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know? But I've seen coffee shops open up like crazy, so they're good. They're pulling through. I don't know how they're doing it.
You know, everybody particular about their coffee. One place better than the next.
Yeah, you're right.
But I will say I've never seen a Syrian Korean fusion restaurant ever before.
It's definitely unique. It definitely is unique. Yeah.
And what do you feel like is the next steps for you, for your business?
We're always looking to grow. Yeah. I'll admit that. We have some plans, but it's not in the works. You know, nothing's set until you put that deposit down, you know? Sure. So it's all talk right now, but we might think about doing a food truck. Hey. And this is the first word going out to the public. Like we're thinking about doing a food truck.
Y'all hear it here first.
Yep.
Y'all be on the lookout for that.
Yep.
Is there? I see that there. That's the Instagram for
the marketplace.
Company? Okay.
For the marketplace.
And what about the restaurant?
The restaurant, we have a separate Instagram account for that. Yeah.
What's that one?
It's I believe Psycho_restaurant.
Cool. And so, is there any words, motivation, words of anything that you want to give to the people?
I mean, I'm gonna sound like a broken record.
Hey,
you know, like good. If you have ambition, you have pride, you could do it. I mean, I was fortunate that my mom had a grocery store here for so many years, and I was able to push my in-laws' recipe, the hummus, the baba ganoush, and other dips for 3 years. And I pocketed that cash and opened up a brick and mortar restaurant. So I didn't have to take a loan from a bank or anything. But listen, like I had a hookup from my family, I'll admit that, but the hustle is real. Like
Exactly.
if you could do it anywhere else, you got a friend to hook you up for some time to push a product, whatever it may be, you're good, you're set, you're making
Yeah.
money, save it. Don't be silly.
Yeah.
You know, don't spend it on silly stuff. Just
And in this forever changing environment, whether it be financially, whether it be the people, because I'm pretty sure you've seen the neighborhood
yeah,
change as many times as it could.
yeah.
How would you say is the best way to stay strong in whatever you feel or whatever you root yourself into?
I mean, times come and go.
Yeah.
Nothing stops. I mean, I've been in here forever, and I've seen this neighborhood go from weird to good, and we're going weird again.
Yeah.
But the good is going to come back. You know, like you just got to stay strong in wherever you're at and take care of your usuals. You know, like everybody's your neighbor now. Once you're in your work, everybody's your neighbor.
Sure. I like that.
Yeah.
So before we started recording, you were speaking about you being in the New York Times.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Tell us about that.
So this location, the marketplace, got written up in the New York Times recently in the food section. It said some. I believe the article said something like, it doesn't have to be a restaurant. It could be a shop, and they got amazing food.
Yeah.
You know, and we sell great dips from scratch. We bake fresh pita. We bake fresh pies. You know,
Yeah.
so we got a lot of different Korean panchan. So we're doing it all right. We're saving people trips to Atlantic Avenue, to Koreatown, Asian Town, Chinatown, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, that's the mission.
And so now through your whole journey, what do you feel like is the highest high that you've reached?
The highest high, it's got to be the same customers that come in, that came in during my mama's time, and now they're coming in into my time, and they're supporting the same, and they're proud of me. Sorry. Loudest thing on the block. I promise that.
Listen, that just means work's getting done. That's
Work's
it.
getting done. And that guy, he's been with me ever since I opened, pretty much. So, the first shop. So that's a long time. He's a veteran.
And I couldn't. We could probably both agree that workers like that are invaluable.
Yes.
Those ones that stick with you and really work for real.
I mean, you find a piece of gold, you don't want to lose it, right?
Yeah.
And him, the work ethic, I mean, less than a handful of guys in my group. And majority of them is the owner. Yeah, that crazy mentality of like, oh, you see something wrong, go do it, go fix it.
Exactly.
Don't just like wait for the next person to go do it, you know? Get it done.
Yeah, you like that. That's great. So, again, sign off for the people, give them your name, the Instagrams and whatnot.
So my name is James, co-owner of Psycho Restaurant and Marketplace. I hope you guys come through, and hopefully we will link up, and I'll treat you like family.
Oh, give them the address too.
126 Windsor Place, Brooklyn, New York for the restaurant, and then 214 A as in Apple, Prospect Park West for the Marketplace. So right around the corner from each other. So two birds with one stone.
Yes. Perfect. So this is No Edit Podcast. The finale. We got James from Psycho. Hope you all enjoyed. If you want to go back, all of the videos still will be up on YouTube. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
That's it.
So what you see here right now is a traditional method with a falafel molder. You need a spoon or some kind of flat utensil to make a shape into the mold. and it'll give it a beautiful even fry. Next, my brother is gonna assemble the sandwich. This is our house-made hummus we make from scratch from um, dried chickpeas. Get beautiful Roman tomatoes, house pickled turnips and beets, pickles, parsley, cucumber, and last but not least, fresh mint. This is how we do it in our house. Oh, cannot forget the fresh lemon slices. This is the true Syrian way. Keep the seeds in there for the bitterness. Just kidding. The best part, right? We'll take those beautiful falafels out of the basket and then smash them. Dusting of sumac, naturally citrusy spice, house tahini sauce, most people call it white sauce, and pomegranate molasses for a little zest, a little zing. Yeah, Syrian people, only Syrian people do this in a tight wrap. And there it is. Beautiful. So right now we get our own rice. We make our own white rice, obviously. We're gonna season it up our way. Every way is unique, I feel like. After that seasoning, ball it up, and then we grab one of the seaweeds with it, the nori sheets. Give it an even spread across the whole board. Mind you, there's a Syrian guy making it. It's gotten good. So that's our seasoned spinach, sesame oil, garlic, sesame seeds, carrots, slightly pan fried, mushrooms that were dehydrated, and has packs a lot more flavor. This is our house zucchini that he's gonna slice up. Gotta add some fresh cucumbers. Last but not least, yellow pickled radish. And this is the fun part. Gotta roll it ever so neatly. And we don't like to use that molder, the Japanese restaurant use, the bamboo rolling mat. We go by hand. Little massage of sesame oil. And precision slices. Beautiful. Plate it. There it is. Layers. And that is our pickled radish again, just sliced differently. Mashikit is